vomiting in infants can happen for a number of reasons. It is very common, and much of the time it is just normal. However, there are a few more sinister causes that need to be identified. So I've used a fairly simple diagram just to illustrate the different sort of levels of forcefulness of vomiting in an infant. So at the top we have something called positing, which is essentially when babies painlessly regurgitate just a little bit of milk that they may have had earlier on. That's very common, and that's part of the reason why babies are burped after a feed. So it's small volumes of milk that comes out, and it's very, very common. It's not a cause for concern. Gastroesophageal reflux is when the peristaltic mechanism of an infant is still quite immature. It's not necessarily able to keep things going in one direction. So sometimes after a feed, they may regurgitate relatively forcefully. And it tends to be larger losses, more frequent losses, and it's due to an immaturity of that lower esophageal sphincter, so it doesn't keep stuff down in the stomach after it's entered it. Again, this isn't too much of an issue, provided that is relatively small amounts being lost and it's not really affecting the child's growth. Pyloric stenosis, on the other hand, causes forceful projectile vomiting, which there's quite a lot of very graphic descriptions of what that looks like from new parents. So yeah, projectile vomiting is a red flag which requires further investigation because it may be suggestive of pyloric stenosis.